The Effects of Character Education in the Classroom by Madison Robinson, done for Class EE 520. Why character education? According to the Journal of Pediatrics, a recent 2019 study showed that out of children ages 3 to 17 years, over 7.4% were diagnosed with a behavioral problem. Character education was created to help shape the future leaders of our country. This growing discipline attempts to optimize students' ethical behavior. Character education helps students have higher academic achievements, fewer suspensions, less dropout, and fewer risk behaviors. Statement of the research problem. Many students in our country come from unstable home lives and look to school as their safe place with teachers and staff to instill values in them. Because character education is a skill that goes beyond reading and math, teachers need training on how to effectively teach it. This proposal focuses on students who are taught character education in school are less likely to have behavior problems. Data and identification of the problem. According to a study from Rowan University, 3 elementary schools located in New Jersey were having discipline problems such as physical attacks, bullying, harassment, etc. The school decided to implement a character education program and hoped to combat these problems as well as promote higher academic achievement. The graph to the right shows in all 3 schools the amount of problems they were having in each grade before the program was implemented and 1 year after the program was implemented. And across the board for all 3 schools, the results show a positive correlation between character education and behavior problems. The action plan. In the 2nd grade at Edgewood Elementary, there are approximately 117 students. These students will be split into 2 groups, an experimental and control group. The sampling method I chose was quantitative, and to choose these students, a simple random sample. A sample of 58 students from the experimental and control group will be selected through a simple random sample, so each member of the population has an equal chance to be selected. The instrumentation I would use for this study for the data collection would be a behavior rating. Students from both groups will undergo the behavior rating before and after the 3-month study. Collaborative efforts that would be used in this study would be the classroom teachers working with the behavior coaches as they teach character education lessons to the students in the experimental group. All teachers will complete a behavior rating on the students at the beginning of the study. The behavior coaches will teach students in the experimental group character education lessons 3 times a week. As they teach, the classroom teacher will observe students and take note of any behavior problems the children may have. Teachers will then administer the behavior rating at the end of the 3 months to all students. The data will then be compared with the initial results to see if a positive correlation can be seen with character education and positive behavior. Internal and external validity. The behavior rating method has been used often over time and has proven to be valid and reliable. Students from both groups will undergo the behavior rating before and after the 3-month study. The behavior coaches will teach the same lessons for character education to ensure all classes receiving the instruction will be on the same page. This will help improve the validity and reliability of the post-behavior rating. All teachers giving the behavior rating will be the child's own classroom teacher to increase the validity of the behavior rating. By putting these factors into place, the study will be set up to try and control any threats to the validity of the study. Ethical considerations. An informed consent form will be sent home to all parents and guardians of 2nd graders due to the fact that all research subjects are minors. When the consent forms have been obtained, students will be given numbers 1 through 58 for both groups so their identity cannot be connected to their behavior rating results. This research involves no risk to the participants. Special populations. The accessible population will consist of all students in the second grade at Edgewood Elementary, which totals to 117 participants. This population is made up of 84% Caucasian American students, 9% Black/African American students, and 7% Hispanic Latino students. Of the 117 second grade participants, 64 are male and 53 are female. The IRB outlines specific guidelines that protect subjects of research. This study uses a behavior rating for data collection, which is an assessment tool that has been used by Edgewood's guidance counselors in the past. There is no risk to students, and a consent form will be obtained from parents prior to the study, ensuring the child has permission to participate in the study. The results. If the action plan had been implemented, student achievement would be seen through the data collected from the behavior rating. To see this growth, the behavior rating would show students having less behavior problems in the classroom following the character education lessons. For example, students may show they follow school rules, listen more attentively, stay on task, and are kind to others at school more after the character education lessons than before. And all of these examples are components that are on the behavior rating for the post and pre that teachers would be rating the students. Student achievement. When a student is able to treat others with respect, follow classroom rules, stay on task, and be respectful, it allows for a teacher to effectively deliver instruction, as well as students absorbing the knowledge. By the character education classes being implemented and students showing positive improvement from the behavior rating data, students will be able to achieve academically as well as socially and emotionally. Reflection, changes that would be made. If I could make changes to my original plan, I would like the classroom teachers to be trained in character education so they could team teach with the school's behavior coaches. I believe the instruction might be better received and understood coming from the student's classroom teacher in addition to the behavior coach. And this goes without saying, but I believe that sometimes students absorb knowledge better and are more in a place to receive what is being said by someone that they trust and they are familiar with, like a classroom teacher who they have every day. I believe including each grade level at Edgewood Elementary School to implement this study would give insight on the impact character education has on positive behavior in the classroom. By comparing the data from each grade level, it could show positive results across the board to help improve student achievement. Not only do I believe an entire school showing positive results from this study would be beneficial to this hypothesis, but I also believe for administrators moving forward, they would be more likely to permanently implement this if they were able to see positive results from across the board.